Cyber Fright number 4. This is what's called a supply chain attack. And there's various ways that these attacks are done. And I'm going to give you two main ways. The first way would be where you're running a particular piece of software. Say it's something on your website. Say you're using WordPress. The bad actors can gain access to, say, WordPress or a plugin that you have on that website, and then they will exploit that across the board on anyone who's running that particular version of WordPress or that particular plugin. And really, they exploited that through the, say, WordPress or through Java or some other application, and then they are able to now access everyone's website. These are very, very, very dangerous, and if you look throughout history, those have been exploited a lot. Another way might be where you're, say, having a third-party vendor have access to your network, say, to manage your air conditioning service. They have a login where they're on your network so that they can monitor and manage your, say, your air conditioning service. I use this because this is a very old one. It was of its day. It was really a big-time event. It's where Target was exploited because someone gained access to the air conditioning company's network, and they had a VPN tunnel over into Target's network, and they stole all those credit cards. So it's really important that we understand what we're using. In the case of, say, your website and all, most of those issues are fixed by applying the latest, greatest updates and patches to the website. So you really need to have whoever's managing your website be aware of those things and put them to be responsible. And really the only way I've ever found to make it where it's responsible is where you have some type of interval where you're checking and you're asking questions. If you want great answers, you want predictable outcomes, you have to learn to kind of have an element of what I call productive paranoia. You got to set up systems and things where you're asking questions so you get back good answers. And on the other is you got to know who has access to your network. A lot of companies have, third parties that are collecting data, even for short intervals where they're coming in and maybe they're inspecting the work of how a machine that you have inside your plan is working. They don't take away that access, and that access then is basically a port open into your network. And a lot of times for those quick accesses, people will disregard a lot of the security controls, and then they'll forget to take that away. So those are two things that you really need to think about in securing your overall network and have those secure, predictable outcomes.